Hello guys, in this video let's authenticate our device using X509 authentication. So in our previous videos we created root certificate, then that root certificate signed and created intermediate certificate. From intermediate certificate we created device certificate and certificate chain, and we also have corresponding private keys as well. Then we also installed our root certificate in DPS. We installed our intermediate certificate in enrollment group in that DPS. But now we want to authenticate our device using device certificate and private key. So what we will do is we will create PFX file for this device. So that PFX file, it will contain device certificate and private key. So guys, remember PFX, it means personal information exchange, and it contains information about device certificate as well as private key, and of course it is password protected. Now we will download a sample C# project from GitHub. Basically we want to run this project, okay? And when we run this project, to this project we will provide two arguments, that is ID scope of DPS. So ID scope of DPS means it is the unique identifier for our DPS service, and then this PFX file. So again guys, remember in PFX file we have this device certificate as well as private key for that device certificate. So when we run this project, and if that device certificate and private key, if it is valid, then that device will be authenticated. And how that will happen is DPS service will verify that the device certificate, it was signed by that intermediate certificate, and intermediate certificate, it was signed by the root certificate. So it will validate that entire chain, and using private key, this device, it will solve that proof of possession challenge. And guys, proof of possession challenge again we have discussed previously. So basically behind the scene a verification certificate will be created using private key. Okay, and finally our device, it will be authenticated, and now it should be able to send telemetry to the IoT hub. And now let's again go back to that Microsoft official documentation. So again guys, we are back in that documentation, and again I will share the link of it in the description of this video. So let's go down. So first thing, we need to download this Git repository in one of our local folders. So for that, let's go to D drive, and I will create new folder over here. So I'll say new folder, and I'll say x509_demo_github_project. Now let's open command prompt. So I'll say cmd, let's go to D drive, and under that we need to go to this folder. So I'll say cd and this one. And now let's copy this command, and let's again go back to our command prompt, and let's paste it over here, and let's say enter. So basically we are cloning this repository in the folder which we just created. It seems it's been successful, and let's cross check. So yes, we can see this project, and under that, yes, so it's been successful. Okay, now let's go down. So these steps we have already completed. And guys, one more thing, if you remember, we have already created all those certificates over here. So these are in this x509_demo, and if I go to this search folder, so again this was our root certificate, this was our intermediate certificate, okay, and this device 01.cert, it is our device certificate, and then this, the fourth one, that is the chain of certificates, okay. And now we need to run this command, okay. So basically that will create PFX file from our device certificate and device private key. Again guys, So this is our device certificate, and if you go over here under private, we add this device private key. Okay, and again we have created these certificates and private key in our previous videos. I'll simply copy it and I'll paste it over here. Now I'll say enter. It seems it's been successful. Let's cross check. So again, let's go back to our root folder under search, and yes, we have this personal information exchange for this complete certification chain. So you see this device 01 full chain dot cert, and if you see the type, it is personal information exchange, that is, it is PFX file, and internally it contains the certificate as well as private key. And again, this second command, it is for device 2, but for this demo we are running it only for one device, that is device 01. Okay, so let's ignore this second command. Now let's go down, and finally this is the code which will actually authenticate and connect our device 01 in DPS, and from DPS it will be registered in IoT Hub. But before that, let's go to IoT Hub and let's cross check we don't have any device with name device 01. Okay, again guys, we are in Azure portal, and let me duplicate this tab. Let's go to home, let's click on IoT Hub, let's open our IoT Hub, and under that let's expand this device management and let's click on devices. And you see we don't have any device over here. Now if our device 01 authentication is successful, that device, it should be registered in this IoT Hub, and its authentication type, it should be shown as X509. So let's copy this command. So first I will copy it in Notepad. So let's open a Notepad. So if you observe, we are running the project which we copied from GitHub. So that is this project, guys. You remember this X509 demo underscore GitHub project, we copied this repository from GitHub. Okay, so we will run this project, and to this we need to provide the ID scope. So ID scope, it means ID scope of DPS, and then we need to provide the path of this PFX file. And guys, observe this PFX file it is for device. So you see this device 01 hyphen full chain dot cert dot pfx. So first thing, it is PFX file, that means it contains the information about certificate as well as private key, right? And again, it is full chain, that means the full chain of certificates also we are passing, right? So let's go and get this ID scope. So again we are back in Azure portal, and we have opened this DPS. So let's go here and let's click on overview. So that is the ID scope of our DPS service. So let's copy it and let's paste it over here, and then we need to provide the path for our PFX file for device. So again, that is X509 D drive X509 demo. So here I will say D drive X509 underscore demo. So let's copy this command and let's go back to our command prompt, and I will paste it over here. Let's say enter. Oh, we have made some mistake. Actually we need to navigate to some other folder, and let's find out where we need to navigate in command prompt. See, basically we need to navigate to this path, that is under this folder, under provisioning, under device samples getting started, and to this X509 sample. Okay, so provisioning device samples, it's provisioning device samples getting started and X509. So basically we need to navigate to this project in command prompt. So let's copy this path, and here I'll say cd slash, I'll say So we are under this X509 sample, and now let's run that command. And now I will say enter. So here you see our device is now trying to authenticate with that DPS, and again we have provided this complete chain of certificates through this PFX file, and this PFX file, it also contains the private key as well of that device. And it seems our device has been successfully authenticated, and it says sending telemetry message as well. So now let's cross check in Azure IoT Hub. You see, first there was no device, and I will say refresh, and yes, we have this device one now registered in IoT Hub, and you can see authentication type is X509 self signed. So that's it guys. Thanks for listening.